How does nat bar nat play in Kashrut? Imagine tasting a delicious dish and wondering how flavors transfer in the kitchen. That's where the concept of nat bar nat comes into play in Kashrut laws. This principle explains how tastes move through utensils and affect what we eat. The phrase nat bar nat means taste of a taste in Aramaic. It describes a secondary transfer of flavor from one food to another via a utensil. When a utensil absorbs flavor from a permitted food and then touches another permitted food, a weaker taste called nat bar nat can transfer. This transfer is weaker than direct contact and is considered a secondary taste. For example, if a pot absorbs the flavor of meat and then is used to cook parava food, the flavor transferred to the parava is a secondary taste. This is important because it can influence whether the food remains kosher. The key point is that nat bar nat only applies when the original taste comes from permitted foods. If the taste is from a forbidden source, like non-kosher meat, the rules are stricter. The Talmud discusses this in cases like fish cooked in a meat pot. Some opinions say that the fish may be eaten with dairy because the meat flavor is only a secondary taste. This idea also helps when kashering utensils. If a utensil absorbed forbidden tastes from chametz before Passover, the secondary taste transfer can allow for easier kashering. Since the taste is weaker, waiting 24 hours before kashering might not be necessary. Different communities have different customs. Sephardic Jews often relying on nat bar nat to permit cooking parava foods in meat or dairy utensils from the start. Ashkenazic Jews tend to be more cautious, usually forbidding such mixtures lechachila but allowing them after the fact. The strength of the transferred taste also matters. If the taste is harmful or unpleasant, it might be permitted even if it does not meet the usual ratio requirements. In practical terms, if a parava dish is cooked in a recently used meat or dairy pot, the flavor transfer is considered nat bar nat. This weaker transfer can sometimes allow the food to be eaten without concern. However, it is important to remember that nat bar nat does not apply when forbidden foods are involved or when the taste is very strong. Overall, nat bar nat helps us understand how flavors move through utensils and how this affects keeping kosher. It provides some leniencies in cases of mixtures and kashering, as long as the taste transfer is permitted and the original food is allowed. This principle plays a vital role in maintaining the integrity of kosher laws while allowing for practical kitchen practices.